All right, I want to give everybody an update on the basement. Let's take a look here. So when you come down the steps, we've made this change right here. This hallway space right here is going to have a little built-in with game shelves there. I'm going to do a wood insert that goes into that space. So that's that. This door to the unfinished room stays the same. So if you come out this way, you can see we made quite a few changes. One is we took out a closet door that was here, and that closet is now going to be accessible from in here. And this is just going to be some deep shelves for linens and towels and that kind of stuff. Then the rest of that closet is going to be that little built-in that I showed you a minute ago. So the archway, we talked about this in a previous video, though that's not going to have a door on it. This is just going to flow through from the main room, and this will be just kind of a prep area with an extra vanity right here. So we have lots of sleeping options down here now. We want to make sure there's areas where people can get ready if somebody else is in the bathroom. So coming in the bathroom here, again, from a previous video, we showed how we divided this big bathroom off. This is where the door is going to be right here. We're going to have a vanity, a 36-inch vanity there, and we've got a tub shower unit going there. It's sitting right over here. You can see that. We got all the plumbing changed there. Oh, I wanted to give you an update on this plumbing. We talked about doing a T going this direction, and then a street T on top of it going that direction, but I couldn't find one locally, so I just used this cross right here. The only disadvantage of a cross is if you're cabling from one side, the cable can pop through and end up going out the other way instead of down where you want it to go. But you can see in this case we have right on the other side, we've got a clean out in this unfinished room, so you'll be able to easily cable down there, so I'm not worried about it. So anyway, let's come back out here and I can do a little recap on this room for you. So that's that archway. Here's the back bedroom. That stayed the same. We took out this closet door right here. This used to be a closet from here, which we felt like wasn't necessary. So basically we just took the wall out and made this closet bigger in this bedroom. So now we have a swinging door on this, and that's a walk-in closet, which is much larger. While we're on closets, let's go into this bedroom back here and just show you what we did here, and that is we just framed in the opening. See, it used to be a big opening, and now we just framed it in. We're going to do a swinging closet door there with a walk-in closet. We'll do the door swinging probably in this way and some hooks on the back side over here. With this little ledge, it'll work really well to have hooks upper, and then maybe a little rack on the bottom or something behind the door. But then we'll have three sides of shelves and hanging space. That should be fine. So, all right, coming back out to the main room again here. See those two pieces of drywall that I put up? This is going to be, that represents a TV, and this represents that cabinet that we talked about on an earlier video, which is actually a Murphy bed. So that folds up into like a console cabinet. I showed it on another video. If you want more information, go back and look at that. But that's going to unfold this way to make two extra seating spaces. When it's closed up, it'll work really well. And those pieces of drywall represent those pieces of furniture. So, all right, and then you have, of course, the good lake view from this way, out all these windows, which will be nice. Kind of hard to see on camera, but should be good. So anyway, we've taken this room from having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors, now down to 1, 2, 3 doors and this arched opening. So I think it's going to be way more usable and really nice for a functioning space down here for all the people, because you could potentially have 2 people in this room, 2 people out here on this Murphy bed, and then in the back room back here, we're going to make a bunk scenario to where it'll actually sleep 6. This is a big room. We're going to put a bunch of bunk beds in there. I'll show you more about that later. But you got a potential of, what do you got, 2, 4, you get 10 people down here sleeping potentially, right? So hopefully this functions a lot better now. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention. When I did this plumbing in the back here, again, this is off of another video. If you guys want to recap, go back and look at it. But I set up the drain properly for the tub right there. But I realized that we really needed another vent in this bathroom, plumbing vent. the vent was too far off. So what I did is I just put a T in there instead of a 90. You can't see it now because it's covered. We teed off and we're coming up here with our vent. And instead of trying to work up through the house to get to the attic, I just used a mechanical plumbing vent. We'll just put a little access door right here above the shower, plastic door that we'll paint to match the wall. And I think it'll look good, and we'll have our bases covered there.